Ladies and gentlemen, CCP Games came at us again. Our savior has done another one. CCP Okami has decided to drop another banger for us today. This is a screenshot of CCP Okami, what he did in the Discord, in the official EVE Online Discord. I highly recommend you go check out the official EVE Discord so that you can go see this discourse happening in real time. They promised to do a check-in every 2 weeks, and so far they've done that. I think they might have missed one, but with FanFest, we can give them some grace, of course. This was today. Or yesterday, maybe. It might have been, yeah, because I screenshotted this yesterday. So the day after FanFest was done, CCP Okami is in Discord talking to people, doing it, talking to people if you're from New York. Okay, we were just talking about that, thank you. And saying these things. Let's see what Okami has to say. This is a continuation of the mining updates that affect all of New Eden, even if you're not in nullsec. This affects you. Let's hear what he has to say. So I wanted to make a quick check-in regarding balancing updates and mining. There are still several important topics here. Tuning update goes out shortly after Legion. So we have our next date for when there will be some adjustments and patches in the game for mining as a whole. It'll be June 3rd. Yeah, we're close to Legion, chat. It's just it's a month away as of this video. Month away. It's amazing. So Pyerite. Pyrite's the #1 mineral that they feel they're not hitting the correct thing yet. It's still of extremely high demand. The universe is not meeting its needs. This is actually really important. That on the phrasing on what they're trying to do with this. They're saying that the amount of pyrite isn't where they want it to be. This is really cool because they're not just saying, oh, is this effective cost? They're also saying, is it like good for people? So the big thing about this update is that they're going to make a bunch of changes to target HighSec. So they have buffed pyrite in the nullsec. Now they're going to go after HighSec is getting more better pyrite stuff on June 3rd. What this means, in my opinion, is that if you have pyrite, you need to sell it. Okay, you need to get rid of it as quickly as you can. Maybe, and we always say sell half, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the market, but we know by June 3rd, pyrite will be more plentiful. I think that's fair to say. So what you wanna do, you can see the pyrite has been, geez, I didn't know it was that bad. Okay, I didn't know. Pyerite last September was 10 ISK, and now it's 30. If you're in HighSec, I highly recommend, if you're in any sec, go mine pyrite and go sell it on the market. So Swedish Bikini, go make your bag, brother, okay? Or girl, I don't want sister, whatever you are. Go make your bag, sell that stuff. This is incredible. So we're at 3x what the price normally is. Look at this. Look at this graph. Go sell your pyrite, okay? In regards to pyrite upgrades, no, they will remain the same. This is important. This update is only gonna be for HighSec. So there's gonna be more pyrite to mine in HighSec. This is good, I think, because we need to kind of balance out both sides of space, right? And if it's just in null, then over here there's like not a lot. They're gonna have a bigger imbalance. So I think this is good. These upgrades are largely meant to provide flexibility and option in the extreme need for self-sufficient production, also with the trade upgrades, not meant to be main providers. So this is really important on their ethos. They don't want pyrite to be something that's completely plentiful in nullsec and you never ever need to go to HighSec. That's confirmed. Let's talk Morphite. Did we overcorrect? Yes and no. Morphite is hitting some traditional good numbers right now. What does that mean? It's not just the downward trend. It's about we were here and now we're like here. Okay, so we're way lower. Look at this quantity. Okay, the quantity used to be like here-ish. Now we're at like here-ish, right? Look at the difference in the delta in quantity there. That's pretty interesting. So Morphite, I think it's safe to say they did overcorrect. With that being said, it's okay that they did because Morphite, the prices wanted to be lower for a long time. So it looks like Morphite, they're actually at 30,000 ISK. They used to be going for 57,000 ISK. So they're at almost half of what they were this time last year. That's incredible. But look at the amount that's being used, okay? It's much higher than it used to be. And I think this is why they're not really going to affect Morphite as much in the coming patch, because it's where they want it to be. Okay, sure. This is good. The wheel provides. That's right. I remember when Morphite was 15K. I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about, right? So you need some good traditional numbers right now, but it's still trending down. Yes, it is. We're seeing pretty large supplies, which is great, but we feel like we're hitting a spot where we're happy Want to make sure there isn't an overcorrection. So this will mean that we are going to make some minor tweaks to Morphite-oriented upgrades in Null. There won't be any huge bumps here, just some tweaks. So minor tweaks, and again, June 3rd. So Morphite prices are probably gonna go up before June 3rd now that this is announced. And you're already kind of seeing, look, it was going down, 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 down. Oh, look at that, going up a little. So if you're watching this live and if you're on the stream, you might want to put some buy orders in for Morphite now that it's kind of hit the bottom, and now it's going to be going up most likely. So it's not going to probably go this high. That's crazy. We'll cover it. We'll see. But Morphite prices are going to go up in the short term, and you can go put some buy orders in now and go make some good stuff before June 3rd. Okay. Zydrine is the weirdest one right now. Because of that, we're going to wait and see what happens post Legion. Zydrine, however you crazy people pronounce this green crystal. What is the deal? Okay, what? Up, down, up, down, up, down. What the? Are just seeing it go crazy right now. It kind of spiked 2.7. It also spiked most likely when they announced the Barbaroga. Is this then the Sarathiel, the new ships? No, that was a month ago. So even in the last couple days, it hasn't really gone up that much. We're still seeing the average go up, but it's kind of plateaued around 2.8 for 1. So Zydrine's weird. The main teller to me that nothing is happening that's crazy is look at the quantity. Okay, you're not really seeing a lot of quantity increases. This one was the last big quantity increase. It went up here instead of like here. So not really seeing a lot of differences on the market right now. I can just tell you that because there's new ships coming out, the Sarathiel and the Barbaroga, that Zydrine will go up in price because there's going to be new stuff to make. So if this is something that's too much for you, just wait for the expansion to come out. The prices will return. Based on CCP Okami's blog, they're not going to do any updates to Zydrine soon. Okay, fair enough. We'll see. There should be enough theoretically available in nullsec at the moment, and Zydrine is seeing some volatility in its history, despite relatively available quantities and trade volumes. One of our biggest factors here is that we want to see how it plays out. So, yes, there's going to be a lot of swap upgrades with the nullsec sovereignty. There's a lot of stuff that's going to cost Zydrine coming in, so they want to wait for that. If this doesn't have the impact we want, then of course we'll keep looking at additional tuning announcements in Legion. So this is huge. This came out yesterday. CCP Okami showing us some good stuff with all these minerals. I have one more for you. That he said. He says, the main thing I'll say for the moment is that Null has gotten a lot of love in the near future, and I'll be focusing our attention elsewhere for a bit, including Wormholes. Wormholers rejoice. The savior of Null. The, what should we call it? The savior of Null, the messiah of HighSec, and now the Muad'Dib of Wormhole space, CCP Okami, shall improve Wormhole space as well. This was probably the most requested thing in a lot of our recent videos is, what about wormholes? What about them? We're an endgame area, and yet, we're not getting any love. This is good. Finally, the Forgotten Kid getting some attention. Now, I'm hoping that we see some Podfin stuff too, but yeah, let Wormholes have their day. That's fine. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as a thick Thani enjoyer, carriers will be improved somehow. Thank you, Okami. Thank you for this. Both carriers and other regions of space now have active design and work happening. Active work happening around them that I'll reveal, okay, in some exciting and relevant moment in the future. All right, so what I think first of all, this is huge. Okay, love this. Wormhole space is definitely endgame, especially bigger than C5s. 100% yes. This is big. What I think is going to happen is last year we saw Legion. We saw an expansion, the one Legion coming out, and then like a couple months later we saw like Legion update. So it was like Havoc update. We're going to probably see Legion updates. That's probably what's going to happen here. Carriers are getting improved. I don't know if it's a rework or not. Probably, because they just added them conduit jumps and all that stuff. So very, very cool. I recommend that if y'all want to keep up with this, you head on down to the official EVE Discord. I do not recommend that y'all go to the EVE Reddit ever. It's not a good place. It's full of bitter vets. Nothing really good is happening there, okay? And you hear about stuff secondhand. So go on down to the EVE Discord, check out our YouTube channel, because we try to cover this the day this kind of stuff happens. So if you want the best EVE guides, that's right here. And if you want all the best gaming news for all your space MMOs, that's right here. We'll see you in the next video, y'all. Thanks very, very much.